Oh, Brit. I wonder how long we're actually going to keep this going before I go into my rebuttal, but, yeah, anyway. Oh, Brit. There's actually some, news coming out about Favre recently. They're saying that the, texts that he sent were actually intended for his wife, but somehow they got intercepted. I hadn't had the thought to talk about Red Dwarf until Britt mentioned it, but, I suppose that would be cool. I just hadn't thought about it. I mean, heck, they did a few claymation scenes, I think, in one of the episodes, if I'm not mistaken. But, yeah, so that could work. But what I wanted to talk about, maybe a few things. One's sort of, I usually have like a multi-parter where I don't focus my answers, and I apologize for that sometimes. Oh, also, before I move on, if there's like a little black border around me right now, which would probably be, out here more like, but where it goes like smaller from everything else, if anybody knows why that's happening with my new camera, you could tell me. And if it isn't happening, then disregard this. Anyway, yeah, one thing I wanted to say was, and maybe I wanted this because I wanted this to be even just a TV miniseries, but there's an anime of this already, but it's, not a direct adaptation, but, excuse me, I got a belch coming and it won't come, but, wow, my brain went blank. I do this all the time, and I'm sorry, but I have a new fancy camera, and that's what I'm going to talk about until it pops my head. Not really. Okay, The Count of Monte Cristo, amazing book. If you haven't read the book, you should read the book, because it's very, very good, but the screen adaptations I've seen, I should say, the movie was good. It wasn't like an exact adaptation, but the one movie with Jim Caviezel in it and stuff, that was good. But that's not anime, but there's an anime of that, but it's all like futuristic and spacey and not, there's mech in it and things like that, so I think it'd be cool to do like a strict like period piece of it, or even if it was like reset in the Edo feudal period, that would be really cool too, like Edo Japan, so that'd be cool. But there's already anime of that, so I should stock of something else. And what I'd like to see would be, I'll just broaden it and say anything that's ever been touched by Joss Whedon. I'm a Whedon fan for at least Firefly, and of course with Firefly then you would have to add on to Serenity, but also recently I've been watching Dollhouse. I'm probably forgetting some other things he's done, but never did see like Buffy and stuff like that. There might be other things with that, but yeah, if I could see like a Firefly anime, or it would also work with like a Dollhouse anime, but either one of those would be really cool. They're both very cool shows. If you do not know what Firefly or Serenity are, and you do not, thus, as a direct result of knowing what they are, consider yourself a browncoat, find out what it is. Serenity, it's on for, not direct, but, view right away. I forget what they use for that, wow. But you can view it online with Netflix if you have that. I think it's on Hulu and a few things, but you could literally, even if you don't have, like, it's on Hulu, so if you can get Hulu or you have Netflix and you prefer that to skip the ads, yeah, I think you can watch the entire series there. And don't know about the movie, but Serenity afterwards, yes, you should go check those out, because Firefly is awesome. It is, and it'd make a pretty cool anime. And Dollhouse too. Dollhouse is pretty cool, and would make a pretty cool anime. Yeah, I think I mentioned Count of Monte Cristo just because I'm a book nerd. You notice the books behind me. Also a bunch of DVDs, but yeah. So, also, I'd say more book adaptations for anime. I mean, not necessarily going the way of Count of Monte Cristo, or Gankutsuo, whatever it was called, but I did watch that, but I'm not sure how I felt about it. I mean, it was cool, but there were a lot of, like, weird changes and stuff, so, but yeah. So, Joss Whedon and books, I suppose, would be my answer. And, yeah, the rest of the week is coming up. Also, encourage the viewers to make responses and comments down there if they if they so desire. And then coming up tomorrow, I forget the order again, but we got Sarah coming up, we got AJ coming up, and middle of the Oreo, whose actual name I either have forgotten or have not learned yet. So, looking forward to those guys for the rest of the week, and see you guys later.